North Korea, frenzied. Trump leads world in act of war with new sanctions. North Korea has labeled the latest round of UN sanctions imposed on its economy an act of war led by a frenzied Trump administration. Pyongyang threatened to retaliate against those who supported the new measures. On Friday, the UN Security Council passed new sanctions on the North Korean regime for its ballistic missile test. The sanctions, drafted by the U.S., ban almost 90% of petroleum exports to the country. The country is already subject to wide-reaching sanctions imposed by the international community because of its nuclear ambitions. The North Korean state news agency KCNA reported a statement from the foreign ministry that said the U.S. had come to fear its nuclear force and had become more and more frenzied in the moves to impose the harshest-ever sanctions and pressure on our country. It said that the sanctions had been engineered by the U.S. to impose a near-total economic blockade of the Hermit Kingdom, which can only count China as a diplomatic ally on the international stage. We define this sanctions resolution rigged up by the U.S. and its followers as a grave infringement upon the sovereignty of our republic, as an act of war violating peace and stability in the Korean peninsula and the region, and categorically reject the resolution, it said. There is no more fatal blunder than the miscalculation that the U.S. and its followers could check by already worn-out sanctions. The victorious advance of our people who have brilliantly accomplished the great historic cause of completing the state nuclear force, the ministry said. Other aspects of the sanctions include all